What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the page. I got this in today. This is probably one of, if not the top most anticipated figure for me of 2025. We have the Deluxe Savage Opress from the Clone Wars. I got this in early from CMD Store. You can check them out. They're Canada-based. Really great on their prices, really fast shipping. I ordered this over the weekend and I already got it only a couple days later, so not too bad, but I won't ramble too much. Let's just get this thing open and see how it looks. I'm really excited to do a review of this figure. Again, one of my most wanted figures of 2025, so let's see how it looks out of the box. All right, this guy, Savage Opress, is number 19 in the Clone Wars lineup. He is a Star Wars The Black Series 6-inch scale deluxe, meaning he retails for $33.99, and he is a fan channel exclusive, so he will not be available in stores. He'll be available at the e-tailers like Entertainment Earth, Big Bad Toy Store, Hasbro Pulse, possibly Amazon. There is a listing for him on Amazon, but he's not available right now. And he will be available at GameStop as well. I think their date is updated to March 27th as of recording this video. So yeah, just the general information at first. Let's keep going with the review, swipe through to hear all of the different thoughts that I have about it. All right, starting off with some general feelings about this figure. It is classified as a deluxe, and I will say I think personally I am okay with paying $33.99 retail for this figure. To me, he is a lot bigger than a standard figure. I know size really shouldn't matter as far as the price goes, but I do think the detail on him warrants a little bit of a deluxe price. I don't think he'll have trouble selling because he is a popular character, and you know, he's a Sith-style character. Clone Wars is very popular right now as far as the collector demographic is concerned, so I think he'll sell pretty well. But this is the overall look of the figure. Pretty cool looking. All right, I'll go through and take a look at the articulation here. So he has the ball jointed head, as well as the separate neck piece, ball jointed neck. The shoulder pads are on an O-ring, and he does have the deep butterfly joints, so they do go forward and back. A little over 90 degrees with the elbow, and he does have ball jointed wrists, which is always a nice touch. Not one, but two ball jointed torso pieces. Underneath the soft goods skirt, he does not have a thigh cut, but he does have knee articulation right at about 90, and he does have boot articulation as well, and the rocker ankles, which are on a hinge, which are fairly standard for Black Series figures today. Okay, I'll go over the accessories really quick. So let me start with this one first. This is his spear. Very tall as far as an accessory goes. It's actually taller than he is, which is crazy. And I'm going to have to display him with this because right at this point my storage drawers are not long enough to keep this stored properly, so I'm gonna display him with this, with the lightsaber on his belt. But painting is all right. You can see like the details with the cracks, so it's not like a thin flat blade. There are some, you know, like minor details to make it look like it's aged and damaged, and you can see there's a little bit of black in between in that middle piece, and then the base is just a standard gray. And then we have the lightsaber, double bladed. So it's cast in like a lighter gray color with the darker gray, almost navy blue. And then he has two blades. So sorry, I did have to cut that short because the video ran out, but the two lightsaber blades, they actually pop in rather easily. Personally, for me, a lot of the blades that go into the Black Series hilts, they kind of have a little bit of resistance when you put them in and you take them out, but these are just one solid piece, which I think is making it a little bit easier. If you look at some of the other blades, they're like ribbed almost, so they have little segments on it that I guess are meant to kind of hold it into the hilt a little bit better, but it does make taking them in, or I'm sorry, taking them out and putting them back in a little bit difficult. But these are actually really good. There's no issues there. It does have a nice tight fit, which is always good. But I won't be displaying the lightsaber lit, only because, you know, again, I'm displaying him with the spear, and I always worry about blades breaking with my Black Series figures if they fall, which a lot of them have. All right, let's look at the paint applications on him. I'll go over the head when I go over the head sculpt, but the armor has this nice multiple colored look to it to make it look very weathered and very aged, which we don't see on a Black Series figure very often. So this is nice. Not on the back though. The back is a solid gray, as per usual. They tend to leave that out. We do have the same kind of coloring on the gauntlets here. His nails are painted. And if we look at the skirt here, so there's a little bit of weathering on the belt itself. And then we do have the softer plastic for the skirt up front, and the soft goods skirt, which makes posing really nice. And then again, that weathering technique on the boots. So it's good from the front. You could see a lot of the shading and whatnot, but unfortunately the back is missing it. But you know, I'm not going to be displaying him from the back, so he'll look good on the shelf. All right, let's take a look at the head. For any of you who have seen the reviews of the prototype up until this point, we have seen that the head looked great unpainted. So obviously we can see that it is cast in that like darker brown. It's not black, it's that darker brown color. And then obviously the yellow details are painted on, and then the horns are painted as well. In the eyes, you can see here, let me get a good focus here, that nice yellow reddish color that the dark side users always get on the Black Series, so that's nice. Head looks great. He's got that really menacing look. You know, we don't see a lot of expressions, but this one you can tell, even though it's more of like a serious, straightforward face, there is sort of like an attitude to it, which I think is captured really well. That realistic look as opposed to the animated look is good. Horns are really pointy. I didn't know they were going to be like this, but yeah, the head scan is great, and the paint applications on the photo reel is great too. All right, let's do some quick comparisons before I give my overall thoughts to end the video here. Really quick, I'll just mention, so I posed Savage exactly like this. I moved his legs to where I wanted them to. I put him down, and he stayed. He didn't rock back and forth. He didn't fall over. He's good. So here we have him next to Obi-Wan. As you can see, he is kneeling slightly, and he's still taller than Obi-Wan. So he is, you know, bulkier, taller than other standard Black Series figures. And then here we have him next to his brother, Darth Maul. And again, he is slightly with his knees bent, and Darth Maul is standing up straight, and he's still, you know, almost a head taller than Maul. So let's stand him up straight here. Yeah, he's a big figure. He's a tall guy. Very accurate to the show, which is awesome. So that's always good too. All right, so my final overall thoughts for Savage. Get it. I mean, I have a list of all of the figures that are going to be coming out this year, a list of rumored figures that are probably going to be coming out this year that have been, you know, leaking around with the parts. You could check out my latest post where I kind of summarized all of the figures that we can expect with all of the leaked parts that we've seen. But after seeing all of those, the lists of figures coming out, this one is easily going to be top 10, if not even top 5 or top 3 of my personal favorite Black Series figures of 2025. Here we are, it's only March. We still have so many figures that are going to come out, but this one's a must-have. It's a great, realistic interpretation of the animated character. Great looking Black Series figure. $33.99 or not, I mean, I highly recommend picking it up. It's going to look great on your shelves no matter what.